Hi everyone, it's Killshot99 Gaming. This is Play Dead Live, the Cove, SLY versus VOX, and this is a good one. We are winding down our season. You guys know what's up because we've got a chance for history tonight. I know not everybody's excited about it because we do have some Mir here watching, but I'll tell you one thing I know about Mir is if they set a record, they understand records are meant to be broken. Tonight, SLY has a chance to tie Mir for the most wins ever in a season. They are 8-2. They have a chance to get their 9th win. And if they win their final game of the season, they could get 10. So SLY has a couple shots at it. It is going to be tough. I'm going to tell you because VOX is on a hot streak. VOX is going for their own statement game tonight because VOX is one game behind ARC. Now, ARC does currently have the tiebreaker. So if VOX wins tonight, they are tied. ARC would still have the tiebreaker. But VOX has like 3 matches remaining. So VOX has a real good chance to leapfrog up in the second. Of course, ARC has a big match with Mir on Wednesday night. Mir has a match with VOX. So Mir could still get up into 3rd place. VOX could finish 4th. VOX could finish 2nd. There's a lot still to happen tonight. So let me show you guys the standings, exactly what I'm talking about. This has been the best season we've ever put together. Now, I know every team's had some challenges. Every team has certainly had some difficulty with this season. But there you can see what I'm talking about. Check this out. We've got SLY at 8-2. Remember, all year long we talked about point differential. SLY actually has the highest point differential now. So they certainly, they've earned their spot where they're at. They're 8-2. They 1,426 point differential. Right there in second with a huge point differential as well is ARC at 5-5-1 because of that tie, first game of the season. Right behind them, we've got VOX at 4-1-1. And as I said, we have Mir at 2-8. Mir struggled this season, but Mir is going to try to win out. They're going to try to get it together for the playoffs. You can see we have 4 games remaining in the coolest season. I think the 12-game season has been perfect. Each team gets to play 2 at home. They get to play 2 on the road, so it's completely fair. We've seen what home field advantage is all about. And let me say this for this tournament. This is the first tournament. I've got such mixed emotions because I'm excited about the tournament, but I know for a fact there are going to be 3 teams more disappointed than they've ever been if they don't win it because only one team can win it. And I know for a fact every single team thinks they're going to win it right now. That's the reality. Everybody knows they got a shot. Even if they play bad a game, they know that they can win anytime, any place, anywhere. And tonight is going to be no different. So I saw Valar early on. Valar said, where you at, Valar, with that super chat? I saw you up there. Hello, 999. Kills, great mods, channel members, PDL players, sponsors, bundle, box lovers, kills, coins. This is going to be a much, much more normal week for us. We've got a match on Monday. We got a match on Wednesday. We've got part 4. Oh my God, it's so good. I love Crucible's Crematorium. Part 4 of Crucible's Crematorium. Saturday night, we are starting up Clash Season 2. We had a great Clash. You guys know that Samurai won the Clash Championship. We're running it back starting Saturday night. So you'll start your standings all over. We'll get some good team battles, get some flags in there. I know you guys are having a lot of fun. And once a month, we are slated to do the Battle Royale. We had a great time with Battle Royale last week as well. We're going to fill that thing up the next time we go. So that's a lot, I know. We are going to start early. I'm going to show you guys tonight's bundle. And if you guys missed the news earlier, I see Dow picking up the bundle as well. This is a really good bundle with a very, very unique pet. So I did also add a piece of PvE gear tonight. So we've got a PvE piece to get your Friday night gear fully decked out. Get you guys in some Prism gear. You're going to see what Grim is all about. And yes, it was requested this afternoon, so I had to throw it out there. Several of you have already bought it, but if you have not picked up the Bomber Bundle, get it tonight. It's the last time we're going to offer it before the tournament starts. So we may offer it again during the tournament, but if you're making a run for the tournament, if you plan on getting out of the gates with Clash, because there's only 2 weeks left, you're going to want to pick up tonight's Bomber Bundle. It is going to have the Geddons in there. So here we go, everybody. let me show you tonight's bundle. If you guys are ready to see some stuff, give me a 999. Make sure you guys slap that like button as well. We got a great match for you guys. Here is tonight's War Bundle is what we're calling it. And we added a few extras in here by request. So it's got some really cool high-end stuff. Let's start out the silver. We got Elixir BSC, Burley, couple of Trixies in the silver by request. You guys know how good Trixies are because people are throwing them at tanks, right? Yes, there are 2 Trixies in the silver bundle tonight. So we've also got a complete thread set, the basic threads, not the Neuro, not the red thread, but one of each of your elbow, foot, shoulder, and hand. And then we got 5 post-battle pet revives, 2 Borafine, 2 Carbitanium, and 1 of each of your waxes. Go down to this red bundle. A lot of this stuff is by request as well. Here you go. We got Bio Red. We got Vine Smoke by request. Like 4 people requested this tonight. There's your brand new glyph we rolled out on Saturday. If you pick that bundle up, you know what it's about. That is the brand new Glyph of Havoc. Probably some of my favorite artwork with the glyphs. I mean, you guys, the glyph art just gets better and better. Who wants that as a tattoo? That is a D8 right there. Very, very nice. We got Infernal Rubies. That's for your PvE. We've got Sacred Tea. It cures whatever ails you. We've got Red Skins, Red Summon Skins. We've got the Parchment Smoke. We've also got the Bionic Torso Bronze by request, Super 8 Potion, and I don't know if we've done this before, but check out the bonus between the red and the gold. Double Razor Runes. Razor Runes can be combined, and they can upgrade armor. They can upgrade weapons. Universal in that regard. All right, let's go over to this middle bundle here. Middle bundle is the gold. We got the Glyph of Valor. Again, actually, this is probably the tattoo. I would probably get the Valor over the Havoc because I just love this blue. That is a sexy, sexy glyph right there. All right, that is your Valor. We've got Bio Blue. That's for your PvP. We got Infernal. That's for your PvE. We got Onyx Skins, best weapon upgrades in the game. Bionic Torso Onyx. Platinum Skins for your weapon. Couple of Denims. Bionic Torso Scarlet by request. Arc Smoke as well. And look at the bonus between the gold and green. I told you they were high end tonight. 2 energy orbs. So if you just pick up the gold, you're getting 2 razors and 2 energy orbs. Move it over to the green. Goliath by request. Absorption. People are finally starting to figure out how good absorption can be in a temple, in a battle royale, in a clash event. Absorption is absolutely legit. We've got Bionic Torso Pearl, Bionic Torso Teal by request, Sapphire by request, a couple of Diablos in there. Fear Smoke is requested, Lunacy, and some iconic armor skins because we're going to be doing inventory, and I know you guys are going to be doing your upgrades, so we're going to try to get you guys inventory out by this weekend. And take a look up top. You guys know the Kills Coin competition. When we get to the Arcade event, you're going to want to have those Kills Coin tokens. We were hoping to have the portal up at the same time we rolled it out. Still got our fingers crossed, but check this out at the top. We've got Gold Summon Skins, Mythic Skins, Spider Silk, and that's right. Prism chest piece. Look at the art on this Prism chest piece. If you love PvE, you're going to love this. Bam! Oh, that is nice, is it not? Look, it's even got like a little, it's got like a little weapon strap there, so you can put your ammo, Will. Look at those shotgun shells. Very nice. All right, that is your Prism chest piece. Pretty cool stuff, if you like all the artwork. And because it is it is an Overlord pet, we have the Overlord Skins. Remember, the Overlord Skins are only available when the pet is introduced, but you can apply the skins to your armor. This is the 4th Overlord pet we have rolled out, and I think it's the big daddy of them all. It is it's a good one. I would use this. I would use it in PvP. I would use it in Battle Royale. I would use it in Clash because it's pretty dang amazing, and it's probably also one of the coolest looking ones as well. This, everybody, that's Grim. Grim is rough. All right, let me tell you what Grim does. I'm going to give you the stats on Grim as well. All right, pull up your stats here, and I'll give you the verbiage on it. So, Grim is a D80. So it hits as hard as all of your Overlord pets. It is badass. But Grim is the first pet, and Grim can be used tonight. Listen closely, because I think this is going to be a big, big tournament play. Grim hits you for D80, and it applies Curse onto the target. If a player has Curse, the next heal they receive is only 50% effective. Now, if you get hit with multiple Grims, it cuts your 50 in half by 50. So if you've got somebody on the ropes, Grim is going to keep them from getting that whiskey heal. It's going to keep them from getting that full heal smoke. You might even have to find ways to heal for a small amount to get rid of the curse so you can heal for the whole amount. So think about when people play it a little too close to the vest, or when they're going into round number 3 and you're in a clash match, you hit them with Grim and they go to heal and they don't get that full heal. The curse effect does not, it does not hit a boss. There's only specific pets that can hit a boss. No, it's for a player. It's a D80, hits the player and applies curse to them, meaning the next heal they get is only 50% effective. So what you're going to start finding is people are going to find multiple ways to heal to get out of the curse. It's not for a turn. It's not for a round. It is the next heal. So if you hit somebody with the Grim and they heal and somebody else hits them with the Grim, you can spam it. So it certainly can put you in a very, very awkward situation. I got a feeling this is going to be something that's going to be planned for. So it's a good pet. It's a very good pet. Can't play every pet every time, but it's a little ridiculous. All right, everybody got it? Now let's move over to every time I put this up on the screen, I'm blown away by how awesome these grenade bundles are. And if you want Geddons, you better get them tonight, because this is the last one we're going to offer before the tournament kicks off. So if you're trying to get into the tournament, if you need that firepower, if you're trying to stock up a little bit, if you want to get a big out of the gates play for Clash on Saturday night, or if you just want to rack up some extra XP on a Friday and you got a boatload of high-powered grenades, look, there's not just Geddons in here. There's 16 Nanners. There's 12 Freedoms, 8 Nebulas, 8 Terminators, and 6 Geddons. So even if you're not just buying them for the Geddons, you're getting all those extra Freedoms, all those extra Nebulas for Clash or for Friday night or for whatever else you're doing. All right. Guys, that's what we got for tonight. And we got some great entertainment for you. So, Kel, if you can do me a favor, I know that these bundles are packed tonight. So, take a quick look. Look who all is going to be rocking the Grim bundle. You'll see the first, and of course, you'll see a lot of Bomber bundles as well. So you're going to know who has the firepower. Now, granted, some of the grenades are traded, but you'll know who has the Grims. Kel's going to be typing for a little bit. because when we don't offer these bomber bundles, sometimes we offer them twice a month. I think this is the second one we've offered in October. But, it's not something we put out there every week. So when we do, people, they tend to grab a hold of them. So she's going to be typing for a minute. I got to tell you guys, man, before these matches start, I feel like I'm playing. I get fired up. I'm like I don't meditate, but I'm trying to get my mind right. Like, okay, this move, this move, this move. So while I'm reading out the bundles, do me a favor. If you guys have a pre-match Play Dead Live ritual, type it in chat right now, and I'm going to give an award to the one that I think is the best one. So if you don't do anything, that's fine. But if you got like a pre-match ritual, type it in chat right now, and I'm going to try to pick one of them. So you see tonight's bundles. We've got Cat, Dimes, Jim, Bonnie, Trigger, Tiny, Valar, Flyrod, Ron, Craven, Jules, Football, Crimson, Dow, Mist, Bones, and Kel. All going to be rocking that Grim Pet. And look at the bombers. Trigger, Bonnie, Dimes, Joe, Animal getting in the house. He wants Grim. Those bomber bundles, Trigger, Bonnie, Dimes, Fly, Bones, Mist, Tiny Cat, Crimson Jim, and Rye and Kel splitting it up. Ray, I can't reward you for hitting a bong before your game. That's not what I'm looking for. Come on, guys. Let me see some creativity. If you don't have a ritual, okay, I'll tell you guys my ritual. But anytime I competed in a sport, I had a weird little ritual. You guys don't want to hear it. Okay. No, it's not Red Bull. I actually had when I would compete, whether it was football, baseball, wrestling, I played a lot of sports. But I had to listen to 2 songs before every single game, every single match, anything that I competed in. Had to be these 2 songs. And if I didn't have these 2 songs, I can tell you, I just did not perform at a high level. But when I did, I was almost unbeatable. So the first was Bohemian Rhapsody. And I would listen to Bohemian Rhapsody to get really, really low. Like, just no emotion whatsoever. Just kind of complete somber sadness, like Jello. And right after Bohemian Rhapsody, I would listen to Another One Bites the Dust to get me really, really fired up. And then I would compete like a damn madman. So it's just kind of to clear out all the emotions and then just turn it on. So those 2 songs that was my ritual. All right, let me take a look at some of these. So we got Moonshot, Lose Yourself, then Nelly. I like that. We got Ron, Listen to Music Car on the Way Home. We got Will, listen to a little bit of Slipknot. All right, so I'm going to. All right, I'm going to give 5 packs to Deadly Dime. She likes to put on the TV, kick everyone out of the room, and I'm going to give another 5 packs to Moonshot because Moonshot has to hit the shower. He's got to listen to it, just like me, certain songs and a little pep talk. So, Kel, let's give 10 packs away, 5 to Deadly Dimes and 5 to Moonshot. The rest of you guys, you better get a ritual because next time I ask, I want to see something. Got to be in the right frame of mind if you guys want to compete. All right, with that being said, we've seen who's getting what. We got a pack event coming up Sunday, by the way. It's going to be a really good one. It is a cap. Kel, what are we capping it at? 16 is the cap. We don't go over 16. All right, those you playing tonight, we will not go 1 pack over 16. So once those numbers are gone, that's it. All right, here we go. I need just the following people. Type in your pre-match buffs. Dimes, Amy, Crimson, Craven, Ron, Cat, J-Law, Trigger, Deacon, Rocket, Football, Miss, Tiny, Will, and Joe. My man, Ocean Man, is out tonight. It hurts me. It hurts me when Ocean Man is not here, but SLY has they got to pick it up without him tonight. All right, and we know that VOX is at home. VOX, full team tonight. So it's going to be 7 versus 8. VOX is going to be activating the boss net. I don't know if Ray's ever missed a match. This might be the first one he's ever not played. But he's certainly going to chime in when he can. He's going to show some love to SLY. I'm sure he gave him the pep talk as well. All right, you guys can see we got Dimes, Crimson, J-Law, Craven Light, Trigger, Rocket, E-Beach, Tiny, Ron, Cat, Mist. I mean, these teams know each other. Football, Bones, Will the Bill. And again, if SLY wins, they will tie Mir for the most wins in the history of Play Dead Live season. And that would set up their next match to break the record. If VOX wins, VOX will be tied with ARC, trying to get into second place because they want that first playoff game at home. Huge. All right. Let me give you guys the starting lineup, and it's 9 o'clock, so we're going to get off to an early start. Let me remind captains, be quick. The more you guys challenge the right way, the quicker you guys say hits or wait, the quicker the match moves on. Don't get called in the weeds. You guys know we've been pretty lenient. Sportsmanship is always encouraged. Play hard, but respect the calls. If I do something wrong, challenge it the right way. My goal is to get it right and to keep the game moving. And if we do that, we might be out of here before 11:30 tonight. So here we go. Tonight's starting lineup is Trigger in the bomber position will be going first. She is followed by Craven Light in the rover position across the way. Then we go back over to J-Law the Wall in the rover position going second for Team VOX, third overall. Fourth overall and second for SLY is going to be Bomber Bones. We kick it back over to Cat, the Incredible Tank, going third, followed by Deadly Dimes starting in the tank position across the way. That's a good matchup, Dimes and Cat right there. Then we go back over to Father Ron, going for that Defender of the Year award. He's got his name out there. And look who is playing Defender in the starting lineup tonight for Team SLY. That's right. That's right. Crimson Tide, Priestess, Battle of the Priest, going head to head. All right, good luck, and may the best team tonight win. You got a lot of fans, a lot of people here watching you because everybody has some interest in this game. Let's kick it off. Trigger, I'm going to give you 15 seconds to start this match. Get us going, Trigger. I know there's some nerves out there. I know it. But I'm going to just ask you guys, just relax. Relax, have some fun, and play natural. You play natural, you're going to play your best. Oh, man. Craven, she ain't giving you no chance to take anybody in mind, body, and soul. How about this one? We got Trigger. We got Craven. We got mind, body, and soul. She's already sending it down. Okay. I have no idea what this is all about, but let's do it. All right, there are no buffs. Both players do have absorption. All right, as soon as I find their icons, we'll roll. Craven should have like his own statue. I mean, he's always here, right? Trigger, where are you? There you are. All right. Sorry about that. Been a little while since we've been here. All right. Good luck to both players. Give me 1 second. I'm going to get you in the mind portion of the mind, body, and soul. Hold tight 1 second. All right. Trigger and Craven Light, give me a 999 if you're ready. First person to correctly answer wins the mind of the mind, body, and soul. All right. Who is the blue member of Wicked that likes to fly dragons? Craven Light says Eiffel. And that is correct. Craven Light winning the mind of the mind, body, and soul. All right, Trigger. You got a little bit of catch up to do. Craven getting the first portion of it. All right, Trigger. You're up. Trigger needs to win the body and soul. Craven needs to win one of two. All right, she's going to go Mask of Malice. Turn you into Craven Light the Engineer. Going to send Stasis over. I got a feeling he's had a couple weeks to think about that. She's going to drop a seal. So Craven Light, you're an engineer. You got stasis. And she is going to hit you with standard ammo red gel. He's going to play red Psycho. All right, red Psycho is going to stop the shot. But remember, both players with absorption because of their gear from last season. So the red Psycho is only going to hit her absorption. The 10 will deal no additional damage. Craven, you're up. Now, Craven has engineer abilities. Trigger has sniper abilities. All right, he is going to go binds to Trigger. Now her absorption is gone. Vines are going to break her seal. Going to drop her down a level. And he's going to go F5 Denim. Going to lower her another level. And Trigger, very good health. Craven hitting with the vines, taking her down to 90. And the F5 Denim's going to take her down to 76. All right. There are no absorptions now because we're in round 2. Trigger, this is your final move. You're at 76. Craven's at 100. Craven's got a lot of high ground here. He's still got stasis. But he's changed up his strategy, obviously. He says, hey, I'm just going to take my mind and see if I can win the soul. All right. Sorry, had you on mute. So Vines knocked him down 1 rung. Red Paul double strike knocked you down 2 more. And then the Wrath standard ammo gives her the advantage. She got 4 attacks off. So let me calculate the damage totals because it was not a lot of damage. So the Vine's going to take Craven down to 90. Red Paul is a double striker, but it's a very weak double strike. So it is going to take him from 90 down to 82. And the Wrath standard ammo with no juice on it is going to take him down from 82 to 70. All right, Craven. Trigger is 1 level ahead of you in the soul. The body, she's at 76. You're at 70. You have stasis. You won the mind. It's your final move. Again, Trigger 76, Craven 70. Trigger has the soul, Craven has the mind. Health is close. All right. Craven is going to mend and whiskey. And also, Trigger did not heal. Remember, she had Vines as well. So Trigger drops down to 66 below Craven. Craven, mend, whiskey is nerfed. He's still going to get 17 out of it, which is going to take him back to 87. Craven Light wins the body. Trigger wins the soul. Craven Light wins the mind. 87 to 66. Total mind, body, and soul going to Team SLY. Craven Light using a red Psycho in the process. So it was not without a little bit of sacrifice, right? She got him off the field for a little bit and made him use that red Psycho. Mind, body, and soul going over to SLY. All right, we would go to Craven Light, but we skipped Craven Light. Let's go to J Law the Wall. J Law the Wall, it's your first turn. Because Craven Light missed his turn, Craven will come out in round number 2. Trigger will come out in round number 3. She pulled him in before his turn, so he'll come out next turn. We got J Law, and then we got Bomber Bones. I got to check something real quick. All right, no seals. Craven does have stasis. All right, J-Law, going to send Boss over to mainstream. All right, so we got Boss in turn 1 with Cap in round 3. Seal and Thrill, F4 Nebula to the wall. All right, let's get that Seal and Thrill. Craven says it hits. Move her into position. Let's see what the first wall looks like, everybody. It's a Nebula with an F4. Black block, green block, and she's got grenade wax on it. Not quite. Give her 50% green with the Nebula. 1 black, 1 green, and 50% green. All right, let's kick it over to Bomber Bones. And Craven, you will be an engineer, remember, for the rest of the game, so no sniper abilities. And if you happen to release a boat, you'll release it as an engineer, not a sniper. We got Bomber Bones, and we got Cat, Dimes, Ron, and Crimson. All right, give Amy about 5 more seconds to get that move in. Captains, be ready whenever you see the move typed. If you guys can respond, we got to make up a little bit of ground, but at least we got Portal under our belts early. We just need everybody getting their moves in quickly. Amy's going to move to the temple. She's going to turn into a tank. Make sure you guys note that. She is a tank. She's going to seal. And F4 getting to the wall, and she's adding the ignite to it already. She knows. She knows how to throw those grenades, and we saw what an F4 Nebula does. Well, let's see what a Gladiator does with a Geddon. Black, green, green, and blue. An extra block and a half for the Bomber with a Geddon. All right, let's go over to Cat. Cat, you're up. SLY with a mind, body, and soul, and doing a little bit of wall damage early. Again, VOX trying to move into second as a tie, and SLY trying to tie history. We got Cat, Dimes, Ron, and Crimson. All right, Cat is going to activate the Crucifix, so she cannot be targeted by detrimental smokes. Going to send Boss to their chest. So Cat, Boss in 3, and 1 would cap in 3 as well. Seal and Thrill, F5, getting loaded. Woo! All right, we just saw what Amy can do. Cat added a little extra Bacardi to the punch bowl. She got the Seal and Thrill and an F5 getting. Green, blue, blue, and blue for Cat. Blew half of that wall away. All right, Deadly Dimes. VOX just moved into a little bit of a wall lead. Back-to-back wall shots. Cat has BSC, Grenade Wax, Gladiator, Seal and Thrill, and F5 Geddon. All right, Deadly Dime's going to move up to the temple from the tank position. And you get no smoke because of the movement. You know that. You do get the Ignite, and you do get the Geddon, and you do get the Boss. All right, Boss goes to BossNet. So Dime's playing in 1, Woodcap in 4. Because remember, she's moving from the tank position, not the rover position. She goes Geddon, loaded. She is a gladiator. She's got the grenade wax, and she's igniting it. No juice on it, though. Blue block, blue block. And you still got 25% of the red, Dime, so 75 remaining. So pretty nice shot with no juice on it, but you did get the Ignite. So we got SLY with a little bit of a wall lead. Walls are close. All right, after Dimes, let's go to Father Ron and then Crimson. All right, Ron is going to DZ Portal. Say it! Say it! Say it, Crimson! Don't type it. Don't make me say it for you. Bye, Felicia. Sorry, Ron. She just dipped out. Ron went to cast Stasis and a sleep arrow, and she disappeared. Nowhere to be found. All right, Ron is sealed. All right, it is Crimson, it is your turn. You're invisible. Once you move or do anything, you will become visible again. So it's your turn, and that'll close out round number 1. Ron went old school sleep arrow, and she wasn't having none of that. Ron went over to the other DZ, and he was like, there can be only one priest. And Crimson's like, bye, Felicia. Yeah, you're the only one here. So let's see what the next move is going to be. All right, Sly, I need to move. Are you guys still hear me okay? I'll make sure I'm not. She might be lagging a little bit. There she is. All right, she's going to go balls to their chest. All right, so Crimson's boss is going to cap in 3. All right, if you play the absorption, you can't play a seal. Sorry. If you play the absorption, you can't play a gas blast. My bad. So Crimson, he's got a seal. So absorption or grenade. What was it supposed to be? Was it supposed to be a healing seal? All right, seal, max seal, or healing seal then? Okay. So regular seal. All right. So we got boss, regular seal, and the gas blast is going to break Ron's seal. All right, there we go. That is the end of round number 1. We've got Sly with Temple Lockdown. We'll give him 1 blessing. We got Stasis over here. Craven Light's permanent pet. And we're going to round number 2. We're going to speed it up just a little bit. So start out with Trigger. Trigger is into MBS still, but Craven Light is not. Craven Light, we're going to go to you. First move for Sly in round number 2. By the way, the DZ was even. We got Craven Light, J-Law, Bones, Cat, Dimes, Ron, and Crimson. 0-0, Jason. For the, if there were more than 2 players, it would be 25-25. When we get in later rounds, if it's locked down and you have your own, that's when it's 25-25. But for this one, it's 0-0 because one got locked down and one was out of their zone. Same thing, but that's the official scoring. All right, Craven Light's going to move to Temple. With Stasis. Going to go Seal. I'm going to go E3 Terminator loaded to the wall, and that is a 75% red block. He's throwing the Terminator with an E3. He's got no Gladiator buff because we're in round number 2. We're going to finish off that 75, and we're going to give him another 75, which is going to give him 25% red. So basically got a whole block and a half. So there's a quarter of a wall, red wall remaining. All right, let's go from Craven to J-Law, the wall. J-Law is going to send a max seal. Father Ron was sealed by J-Law. Father Ron getting the seal. He's going to need it being over beside Crimson. And a F5 Nebula loaded to the wall. Not as strong as the Terminator, but it is an F5. Red block. And you know what? It's pretty close to what Craven Light just hit for. Higher potion, less of a grenade. It hits for a little bit more. So she gets 1 3/4, 25 red. Guess the news. Walls are exactly tied. Both teams have a quarter red block still up. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's go from J-Law over to Bomber Bones in the Temple. All right, Bones, you've seen it. You've seen the roadmap. You know what it's hitting for. You got 2 1/4. The other team's got 2 1/4. All right, she's going to blitz. All right, Ron, there's a lot up on the board, so before I start taking them down, blitz to Craven's, blitz or stasis. Blitz to Craven stasis. Binds to you and an F5 Geddon to the wall. It hits. All right, pay attention. The binds are going to break Ron. Going to hit him for 10. Ron's down to 90. Blitz going to get rid of that stasis. F5 Geddon for the first wall is the equivalent of 2 1/2. They had 2 1/4 remaining. Bomber Bones and Team SLY obliterating that first wall. Now, I got to say, it wasn't a super strong wall, but that doesn't matter. SLY getting the first block of the game, taking it down with an F5 Geddon, finishing out 2 1/2 red blocks. All right, let's kick it over from the Bomber to Cat. We got Cat, Dimes, Ron, and Crimson. And then we're going to bring in some subs. All right, she's going to go Gold Stang. And an E3 Terminator loaded to the wall. Gold Stang is worth 43, by the way. Craven Light says it hits. Now, we saw what an F5 Geddon would do. The E3 Terminator. We saw what Craven's E3 Terminator would do. And it is taken down 1 3/4. So that is going to give us one goes down. And it was 25 red, right? So we're going to get into some crazy math. Another one goes down, which means we've still got 50% of the red remaining. Craven did the math early. He thought, I think I'll let this one hit because it's not going to quite take down the third block. He saw what his just did, and he did a little quick arithmetic. All right, let's go from Cat over to Dimes. Deadly Dimes up in the temple. They got the temple on lockdown. SLY with a slight wall lead. SLY with a mind, body, and soul. VOX with a boss lead. All right, Red Stang over to Crimson's boss. That would be the one that is going to cap in round 3. Oh, not a boss to the boss. That would be Red Stang. So Dime's going to play a 39-point Stang. She's going to go Seal and Thrill. That Seal and Thrill she couldn't use last time, so she plays it. It'd be about equivalent to an E4 Geddon. Now, we're going to see what wall number 2 looks like. Is it weaker than the first one? Is that even possible? Black block, green block, green block. It's a little stronger, Dimes. It's a little stronger. But still getting down 3 blocks from that wall. All right, let's go to Father Ron. Father Ron, final move for VOX in round number 2, and then we'll go to Crimson. Ron's like, enough playing. I'm going to steal a boat. And you know what? That's a pretty well-timed steal. They're going to steal this boat and Craven Light. Going to take down the red block. Anything for it or let it be taken down? It's going to deal that last 50. Ron, the boat thief. That was timely. It hits. All right, so Ron taking it down, and his boat goes all the way over here. It will heal next time around. So let's rebuild it. Team VOX getting their wall game right back. Now, see, that's why Cat didn't use the full firepower. She knew Ron was going to do a little thievery. See, both players setting it up well. SLY with only a slight wall lead. All right, let's take it over to Crimson Tide. Crimson Tide, final move of round number 2. And then we're going to bring in the subs. Captains, if you can have your subs ready for me, so we can get a good transition and Get that third round going pretty quickly. All right, Crimson with the pet repel. She's going to send the Mythic Stang over to her boss. That's a nice one. Mythic Stang from Crimson. A 49-point Stang. And a Gas Blast to Ron. Ron hits. It hits. Good move by Ron, letting it hit. It's a 25-point hit, but certainly not worth burning a cooldown on. So, Ron, your health is going to be down to 80. And the DZ SLY getting 25, VOX getting 0. And SLY stealing 1 additional blessing, 2 blessings to 0. It's going to get interesting here with the caps, though. All right. Ron, give me your substitutes. Can't sub-trigger out, obviously. And Dimes, give me your subs. Let me know who's coming in. Tell me where they're going, who they're coming in for. All right, Mist coming in for J-Law. Good job, J-Law. Nice work there. We got the OG Ninja coming in. And Deacon coming in as an extra bomber. Eric finally gets to come in without dust smoke being on the ground. That's always nice, Eric. Tiny coming in for Amy. Which means Craven Light will rotate around, keep his seal. And Will coming in as a second defender. All right, let me get the new order. We got Trigger, then Craven. Then we're going to have Mist. Then Tiny. Then Cat, Dimes, Ron, Crimson, Eric, the Deacon, and then Will. Again, the order is Trigger, Craven, Mist, Tiny, Cat, Dimes, Ron, Crimson, Eric, and Will. Trigger, you are teleported out of the portal, back to your bomber zone, and you do get a turn. Couldn't be subbed out, but you do start out round number 3. Good moving match, good strategies, 2 different ways people are playing. But you never know until you get down to all the cooldowns and everything to find out who played better. All right, so Trigger is going to go Stang to J-Law's boss. That is going to be a 35-point Stang. and Trixie to both their stangs. They're going to go double Tanner. They have no Tanners remaining. So Trigger uses Trixie, gets rid of both of them. And going to steal Tiny's boss. You're all good, Trigger. All right, so Tiny, your boss is stolen. And they go double Tanner to preserve both of the stangs. All right, let's go from Trigger over to Craven Light. Craven Light from the temple. I like the move. I like putting a little pressure on. Craven's going to send Stasis over to Mist. Going to drop a little bit of Pet Repel. Going to go F4 Terminator loaded to the wall. Ron says, wait. Mist is going to use her first charge of Evoke. So Craven, we are going to give you a half of a blue block. 50% blue for Craven after the Evoke. All right, let's go from Craven to Mist and Stasis. Mist, at the beginning of your turn, you're going to cap a 43-point stang and a 35-point stang. And J-Law's boss is going to cap without incident. First flag of the game. Mist, it's your turn. Got Mist, Tiny, Cat, Dimes, Ron, Crimson, Eric, and Will. All right, Mist is going to drop Orange Crush. Yeah, you can't Orange Crush and Terminator. They're both grenade attacks. So, Team SLY, Orange Crush to Stasis is the move. All right, they're going to go red, blue from Will. Red, blue. Going to hit miss. She has absorption, so she takes no damage. But because the orange crush doesn't hit, nothing else is possible. Unlike what Kevin Garnett said when he said anything is possible. When red, blue is in the house, nothing is possible. So the boss cannot be played because the stasis is still there. Let's go to Tiny. Tiny, you're up. And you have no boss, but you're up. We got Tiny, Cat, Dimes, Ron, and Crimson. Just tuning in, we've got VOX with a flag lead. We got SLY with a mind, body, and soul, and a slight wall lead. Tiny is going to Cosmic Heart Ron's Cape of Craven. So, Ron, you cannot use Cape of Craven for at least 2 rounds until round 5. You can use other legendaries if you wish. They're going to send Stasis over to Ron. And Seal and Thrill getting loaded to the wall. And this is from Tiny, by the way. This is not from Dimes. Dimes used her Seal and Thrill. You guys might see it on the same line, but it's different, obviously. All right, so Seal and Thrill. Tiny is a gladiator. Getting loaded with Ignite. Ron says it hits. Takes the 50 blue. Takes a full blue. And there's 75 blue remaining, Dimes. So you get a quarter of that other blue block that's up there. All right, after Tiny, let's go over to Cat. Cat. Caps. So a second flag for Team VOX. We know those flags start adding up after 2. Cat, your move. After the second flag, they start adding up at 250 a pop. Got VOX with a couple stangs. We've got VOX with a couple flags. All right, gold blitz to that stasis on Ron. Dust to Tiny. And a Geddon loaded to the wall. Tiny, your seal is broken because of the gold blitz. Actually, it's not, because Tiny has absorption. So gold blitz to Ron, dust to Tiny, Geddon loaded to the wall. We saw it's a little tougher wall. Remember, Amy threw that Geddon and started out. Black block. And 25% of a green. $75 green remaining. Top of the wall is a little tough. Gold blitz to Stasis. Tiny's absorption is gone. Dust to Tiny. Geddon loaded to the wall with no juice on it. One team has 75 blue remaining. One team has 75 green remaining. And after Cat, we go over to Deadly Dimes in the Temple. Dimes' boss is still out there, but won't cap until 4. But theoretically, Crimson's boss will cap next round or next turn. And then Dimes' boss would fizzle. Dimes, your move. And by the way, the gold blitz was a very, very nice play there. Both teams playing at a playoff type level tonight. You can tell they want it. All right, Dimes throwing a little pet repel. F4 Terminator loaded to the wall. Ron? All right, we are going to say it hits. He says, wait. Mist is going to evoke it. All right, Dimes, we're going to split it, but Dimes is able. Dimes, you still get the blue, and she evokes. No damage carries over to the red. You were going to get about half a red with that carryover, but missed using her legendary, but taken down the whole blue block, so they are finally down in the red. Tough wall, but SLY's working it. All right, let's go from Dimes over to Father Ron. Father Ron, at the start of your turn, your boat hits. Craven Light is going to rebuild one blue block. Let it build or stop it. It hits. The boat is gone from this side of the dock. And we're going to rebuild one blue block. Man, Dimes, you worked so hard for that blue block. It's right back. Father Ron is going to move up to the DZ. And Ron, you are down to 70. You still got the vines on you. He's going to summon Boss to Main Street. And he's throwing Tang to the Trixie to the Tangs. Ron played Boss in 3. It would cap in 5. All right, Crimson's going to go red-blue on the Mythic Stang. Using their second blue of the game. Dimes, Stang is out of play. Crimson's is still in play. All right, Ron is on Main Street. One of the Trixies get through, the other one does not. And let's go over to Crimson. Crimson, on your turn, Dimes Boss fizzles. Yours caps. And you get an extra 49 for the Mythic Stang. First flag for Team SLY. One flag to 2. And Crimson, it's your turn. We got Crimson, Deacon, and Will. SLY with the wall lead. VOX with the flag lead. SLY with a slight lead in DZ and also the Mind, Body, and Soul. Pretty even. We got Crimson, Eric, and Will. And then we'll finish out round number 3. Going to go Mythic Jacques to Ron and his boss. Dust to the Bomber. Going to hit them both. Nice shot. 2-piece and a biscuit right there. All right. Crimson's going to go Mythic Jacques to Ron and his boss. and a F5 Neon Standard Ammo Red Gel to Ron's boss. Ron says, wait. That is D75 to player and his pet, Ron. All right, so he's going to go I-Ring to prevent the damage on himself. Eric's going to prevent the shot. And Jacques is going to hit Ron's boss. Good pet, well-geared player. So, Ron, your boss is taking a little bit of damage. Ron's boss is down to 88%. Ron's boss on Main Street's at 88. The I-Ring does not hit Ron, and the prevention does not. The prevention prevents the shot. All right, after Crimson, let's go to the Deacon. Deacon and Trigger both in the dust. Tiny in the dust. If you cast it on another one, then we would say that another one bites the dust. Each team trying to grind out some wall damage. All right, Deacon going to send another boss over. Boss over to their chest. Eric casting boss in 3. Woodcap in 5. Remember, bosses scale with their gear. That's why Ron didn't take as much. Deacon also throw in a Seal and Thrill. F5 getting to the wall, but he is taking that 25% nerf from the dust smoke. So he's getting the bonus of the Seal and Thrill, which would be equivalent to around a F6 Geddon, but he's getting that 25% nerf, which would be roughly a Fury 4 Geddon. You get the idea. Stronger second wall is going to put him down in. Still a pretty nice shot by the Deacon. I got him with 75% green is gone. The second green is gone. And the blue is gone. Deacon taking down 1 3/4 green and also a full blue. Just cut the difference a little bit. All right, let's go to Will the Bill. Will, finish us up. Final move of round 3 from the DZ. What you got, my man? All right, Will turning into a sniper. Going to steal missed boss. Dang. Missed. At first they played stasis, then they stole it. That's why they're SLY. Will going to send Boss over to Main Street. So they're going to contest Ron's Main Street. And standard ammo red gel to Ron. All right. So Will is going to steal Miss Boss. He's going to contest Main Street. And he's going to go S6 standard gel. And Ron is going to go gold psycho. First psycho for VOX. That 20 is going to come right back on Will. Going to take him down to 80 because of the gold psycho. All right, so we got Ron on Main Street. We got Will on Main Street. In 3 would cap in 5. We got Deacon on the other chest. And at the end of the round, we've got a third blessing. And the DZ was even. Will and Crimson in 1, Ron in the other one. 25-25 on the DZ. All right, let's go to round number 4. This is the final round of the first half. Let's start out with Trigger. Trigger and the Deacon. Trigger's going to heal and seal, which is fine. She's still in the dust. Going to links with men to Ron's Boss. Going to take it from 88. Up to 95. And an E3 getting loaded to the wall. E3 getting loaded. Up. Takes down that 75 blue. Takes down the full blue. And there is a little carryover to the red. $75 of the red block remaining. Craven, you're up. Craven and Dimes got the temple on lockdown. VOX got the flags on lockdown. Walls are close. Stangs are close. All right, Craven going to activate guard. One of them is going to be a boss to their chest. So Craven's Boss cast in round 4 would cap in 6. All right, and he's going to go Grim to Ron. Going to hit Ron, and also, Ron, you are going to get the first ever curse effect. Here it is. Oh, what's that intervene for? For Ron? All right. You are not going to get the first curse effect. Mist is going to intervene the Grim. Probably a smart move. And a red Psycho from Trigger. That's final Psycho of the game. For the shot to Ron's Boss. And Craven, that's going to break your seal. Okay, Craven Light activating guard. Going to send Grim to Ron. Mist is going to intervene it so it doesn't hit. But his second pet is going to be Boss to their chest, which is going to cap in round 6. Then he takes a shot, and the shot is prevented by Red Psycho. The red from the Psycho breaks his seal. All right, let's go to Mist. Mist, you're up. You in stasis. You got no Boss. You got stasis. You got no interventions, and you got no legendaries. So let's see what you got. All right. She's going to just get comfortable and keep stasis around a little bit. Seal and Thrill, Blue Spark, M7, getting loaded to their wall with Ignite. Now I feel like that's a lot of firepower. Craven, I figured I would get a weight out of that. You got the Thrill, you got a Blue Spark, you got an M7 getting loaded. Doesn't get much stronger than that. That's close to the best that you can do. Tiny is going to use his prevention as he should. So Tiny's shutting it down. But good play by Mist to force the prevention. All right, speaking of Tiny, it's your move. Tiny in the bomber zone. We got Tiny, Cat, Dimes, Ron, Crimson, Eric, and Will, and then halftime. We're going to push the pace just a little bit. Both teams, this is where we tend to get a little bit of slower gameplay. Everybody wants to check with their factions. They want to get the right move. I'm going to push you guys just a little bit faster. Get your moves in. Have them ready to go. Let's get to halftime. Tiny, we're going to give you about 5 more seconds to get that move in. Tiny's going to go Mythic Benny to Ron's Boss. Going to Unholy the Dust Smoke. And S7 red gel to Ron's boss. Ron, you got Mythic Benny and you got an S7 red gel. All right, Ron says it hits. And all right, I'm going to give Ron, I'm going to allow the prevention. I'm going to give VOX a 5-point deduction because weight hits prevention is certainly a delay. 5-point deduction for VOX. Been a while since we had a deduction, but you guys got to get your moves in and make sure you're definitive with it. He's going to prevent the shot. And he's going to allow Mythic Benny to hit. So Tiny, no shot. Mythic Benny is going to take Ron's boss from 95 down to 75. Second hit, we saw Jacques hit earlier, and now we see Mythic Benny. That's a 20% shot on Ron's boss, taking it from 95 down to 75. Shot is prevented, and we go from Tiny over to Cat. Going to go links with Mend to Ron's boss. Max Seal on Ron. F4 Terminator to the wall. Craven. Links with Mend. F4 Terminator loaded to the wall. All right, grenade hits. Finishes off that red block. 75 red is gone. And Crimson's going to prevent the links. All right. You got it. Let's go to Dimes. Dimes, you're up from the temple. All right, so she's going to legendary. She's going to double Raynu's damage. Going to hit Ron's boss and the wall. Going to drop some thrill smoke. And go F5 standard red gel fuse to Ron's boss. All right, Ron, you got a double mythic boss attack. And a F5 standard ammo red fuse. And we're going to double the double mythic. You get the idea. All right, we're going to tank page 1, Mythic's damage to the wall, Raynu's damage to the boss, or the fuse damage to the boss. Bringing out some big legends today. All right. It's the third week in a row I've seen this. It's the third week in a row that you guys did it wrong. Because I got to tell you, the fuse is not a joke. So we're going to stop the double pet damage to the pet. We're going to do the Raynu damage to the wall. Raynu is going to take down a full blue block. And Dimes, Raynu's actually going to get you a little bit extra. Not often that pets other than Rod can take it down. But Rainu actually carried over and got you another 25%. Ron is geared. So let me make that clear. Ron's as geared as anybody. But this is the fuse. Ron, your boss went from 75% down to 40%. 35% shot from Deadly Dimes with the Fuse F5. It's a lot of skins on that fuse, baby. What a shot. All right, Ron, you're up. So Dimes getting the wall damage. Rainu not getting the pet damage. But Dimes getting the fuse damage. Ron's boss at 40. All the other bosses are in pretty good shape. We got Ron, Crimson, Eric, and Will. Pretty good move by Dimes. Way to set it up. They drew out the Psychos early in the game and then set up for a big shot. Ron's going to summon Lynx with Mend. Okay. I see what you're trying to do, and I'm going to allow you to not do it. So Ron is going to move over to Main Street. You will drop a heal smoke, and it will heal yourself, which you kind of need anyway, but no, smokes do not heal bosses. Lynx does, and you can go standard ammo to Benny. So Ron is going to move to Main Street, drop a heal smoke on himself, and he's going to shoot Benny. Any response, Team SLY on the shot. Right. Any challenge to the shot. Okay. All right. So Ron is going to move to Main Street. He cannot play a pet. That is correct because he has boss out. He drops a heal smoke. And he tries to shoot Benny. And Crimson plays Psycho. All right. So that is going to break his max seal Cat just gave him. The Heal Smoke will get rid of his vines. So he takes no damage from the red Psycho. Seal is gone, but he is going to be back at 100% health. And the Benny's still there. All right, let's go to Crimson. Crimson, you're up. We got Crimson, Eric, and then Will. You know, Ron, we give you bonus points for stating the obvious. That might have been the best comment of the night, though. Oh, I'm dying. All right. Crimson sees an opening in the DZ. She's like, hey, you know what? Nobody's there. Crimson slides over to the DZ portal. Gonna send Gold Benny to Ron's boss. And Neon Standard Red Ammo to Ron's boss. Ron, you got a Gold Benny and you got a shot. Hits. Gold Benny. You're going to take your boss down to from 40. Down to 28. Shot going to take you from 28 down to 19. Ron's boss at 19%. All right, let's go from Crimson over to the Deacon. We got Eric and then we got Will. Got a couple bennies out. All right. Deacon is going to head up to the DZ. He does still have the dust smoke on him. Remember, he was in the zone, so he takes it with him. And he's going to go Minister M7 Gamma to Ron's boss. It does have a 25% nerf. But you got a M7 Minister shot going to Ron's boss, trying to get the heal. It hits. That's well played. M7 Minister Gamma. Going to take Ron's boss from 19% up to 44%. Well played, Deacon. All right, let's go over to Will. Final move of the first half, Will. Seen some big hits. We've seen some good heals. Will says, let me take a shot right back. Will standing his ground, and he's going M7 standard ammo. It hits. Doesn't take as much down as the Minister adds to it. The Minister is a unique healing weapon, as we know. However, went from 19 up to 44, and Will taking it from 44 with the M7 back down to 30. Ron's boss at 30%, and that is the end of the first half, everybody. So we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. We get a fourth blessing for Team SLY. We got a battle going on Main Street. We got the Deacon trying to cap one of the other flags over there. We got Will trying to cap a flag. Question is, will Ron's cap? All right, give me we're going to round number 5, everybody. The DZ was Team SLY with 25-0. Deacon went up. Deacon actually stopped a 75-point move. So he went up to stop the DZ loss, and he got the heal. So let me get the next set of subs in. Ron, give me your subs, and Dimes, give me your subs. Very good first half. Animal coming in for Tiny. Boat's going to be reset. Rocket for Mist and football in for Eric. Great job, Eric. That was a fantastic move, by the way. And that is correct. Animal is the new owner of Ezekiel Elliott. That Jamar Chase, Ezekiel Elliott trade, highlight of the day. Rocket coming in for Mist. Mist and Stasis. Mist, you finally got rid of Stasis. That's always good. Rocket is going to be very deadly. We know that. And the Football Master coming in for Deacon, and Football Master getting the dust smoke right out of the gates. Put Ron back over here in his DZ. All right, I think we should be right. All right. Looking good here. Remember, all health is reset for players. Okay, here is the order. Trigger. Craven. Rocket. Animal. Cat. Dimes. Ron. Crimson. Football. And Will. Again, Trigger, Craven, Rocket, Animal, Cat, Dimes, Ron, Crimson, Football, and Will. It's going to be a good one. It is a close one. Trigger, you're up. I'm not sure you want to do that. I was a little confused for a second. Are you trying to kill Ron's boss? Okay. I'm like, all right. I was a little confused. That's fine. Yeah, you can't cast it to your own team's boss, by the way. All right. Mythic Poe. That's fine. Mythic Poe to Will's boss. Well, the Poe's going to hit too because you can't stop it. So, yeah, there's that. So the grenade hits and the Poe hits. But the thing to keep in mind, Mythic Poe is less damage than Benny, and it's less damage than a lot of the other pet. But it is unpreventable. So Will, it is gear based. And somebody's rocking floater gear, so oh yeah. It's gear based and Will's got the gear tonight. I only announce it when there's an attack on it. So Mythic Poe taking Will's boss down all the way down to 89%. Will standing his ground. All right, Mythic Poe, not much. It's a one-time hit and it's out. They put the old okey doke on it, and then we got an F4 Geddon. That one is getting double red. We're down in the red section and double red for Trigger. VOX is taking a wall lead. Craven, you're up. VOX just snuck away a little bit. You got Ron's boss at 30%. You got a wall at 75%. Trigger a little sneaky there. Got a couple bennies on the boss. So Craven going to move back up to the temple. Going to send Red Stang over to his boss. It's a 39-point shot. And we got an M7 standard ammo red gel from an upgraded Law Dog, Father Ron. It hits. Craven doing work. Not quite enough. But Craven, his boss is on its last wing. Goes from 30% down to 9%. 9%. The Benny will probably finish it off very soon. So Craven moving to the temple. Red Stang. Seal and Thrill. I missed your seal of the Seal and Thrill. Sorry. And the Law Dog does some work. All right, let's go to Rocket. Rocket, you're up. Tiny has a Benny out. Crimson has a Benny out. All right. Rocket also wearing the floater gear, as you'll see from her movements and her actions. M7 Wrath standard ammo, red gel to Will's boss. And she is a priest. Using Cape of Craven. And going over to Fire Shot. Animal's going to evoke half of it. So you got pretty good attacker versus pretty good defender. Animal cutting it in half with the M7. 13 gets through. Taking Will's boss down to 76%. All right. We go to Joe at the start of Joe's turn, Ron. Tiny's Benny finishes off Ron's boss. And it is Animal's turn. Will with control of Main Street. Sorry, that was a mythic Poe too, wasn't it? Poe hits and is gone. We got Animal, Cat, Dimes, Ron, Crimson Football, and Will. Team SLY trying to flip Main Street. Animals up. Let's get Animals moving. Animal's going to head over to the temple. He's on the stairs right now because Rocket is occupying it. Going to fear smoke Rocket out of the temple. And boss to Main Street. So they're going to stack it. All right. Animal heading to the temple. Drops the fear smoke as his attack. And goes boss to Main Street. Could be temporary. Because if Will caps, it'll fizzle. But his cast in 5 would cap in 7. Cat, you're up. Cat, Dimes, Ron, Crimson Football, and Will. If you were just tuning in, we got out of the gates with a portal. Craven pulled off the win in the portal. VOX came back with a couple flags. And it has been a battle since. All right, Cat is going to go Ringo to Animal and getting loaded to the wall. It hits. All right, Geddon going to take down final red block. Give a second block. To Team VOX. And Ringo, Cat, pick 2 numbers. One of these 2 numbers comes up, she's going to flip one of the rings. She picks 4 and 5. It is a 5. Cat flipping the first ring in the history of PDL. Just straight up stole it. Could be a turning point. Actually stole the blessing. All right, we have 3 blessings to 1 at this point. Let's go to Dimes. Dimes, you're up. Sometimes you got to gamble, right? Never know. Could get a little bit behind. You might need a boost. Joe also taking damage from Ringo, by the way. I got Joe down to 87%. Dimes heading over to the step. Getting Temple on lockdown yet again. Going to play Rod. S6 getting to the wall. Captains, if you guys can. Ron, give me a little quicker response when you see it. Yes or no? All right, we'll give Vox about 5 more seconds to get their action in. Gold blue from Trigger, thank you. First blue of the game for Team Vox. It is gold. Dimes, it is going to break your seal. Able to draw that first blue out. All right, after Dimes, let's go to Father Ron. Ron, you're up. Ron, Crimson Football, and Will. Gonna go red Tang to Eric's boss. It's worth 28 points. Thanks, Craven. Gonna play Max Seal. And gonna go red gel standard ammo to Tang. It hits. Tang is gone. That is Craven's red Stang. It's out of play. So red Tang to Eric's boss, Max Seal, and he shoots and it hits. All right, let's go over to Crimson. Got Crimson, Football, and Will. Smart move. Crimson is going to release the boat. Very smart move, actually. Ron, hits or stop it? Ron says it hits. Thank you. Crimson taking down a red block. It's going to get good. Football, you're up. Got Football and then Will. Football is dusted, by the way. We're going to push this next round a little bit quicker. We're going to pick up the pace in round 6, everybody. So just be ready. That is going to be the last round of 5 players. Football is going to turn into a priest. Going to go balls to their chest because Eric caps. That's going to be flag number 3 for Vox. They also are getting a 28-point stang. Then football coming off the bench is going to play his boss. Going to play it in 5. It would cap in 7. Seal and Thrill, S6 Freedom loaded to the wall. Craven says it hits. This is the 3rd wall. Let's see what the damage is like on the 3rd wall. S6 Freedom. Black and 50% green football. All right, Will, final move of round 5. What you got? All right, Will heading over to Ron's zone. Will dropping Red Nolan. Going to go Vines to Ron and Gas Blast. All right, the Vines are going to hit. Going to get rid of Ron's seal. Going to take him back down to 90. And they're going to play a red-blue. They have 1 remaining to prevent the Gas Blast. And that is going to deal 10 points of damage to Will. However, Will does still get 25 from the DZ. SLY with now a 75-point advantage from the DZ. All right, and they do get another blessing, even though they lost a blessing from the thievery from Ringo. And the wall is tougher. Zach is in Dust Smoke as well, and he also used a Freedom, which is about the 5th highest grenade at this point. So you get the idea. All right, let's go to round number 6. This is the final round of 5 people. Players, get your moves in quick. Let's breeze through this round. Let's start out with Trigger. Trigger, your first act. Will did cap in that round as well. So Will managed to get, hold on a second, Will got a boss, which means Joe's boss fizzled. So Will took Main Street. And that is a 2nd flag for SLY. We should be good. Trigger's going to summon Rod. And she's going to go F5 Geddon loaded to the wall. Still got a 25% nerf. So it is a Geddon. It's equivalent to about a Fury 4. Animal's using the second charge of Evoke, which is going to cut it in half. So it's already nerfed, and an Animal cuts it, so it's equivalent to an Enraged. That's 50 green, but you're right, it is a little stronger wall. So you're getting 50 green and a green. All right, after the Evoke, let's go over to Craven Light. SLY is on their second wall. VOX is on their third wall. All right, going to go Red Benny to Football's Boss. We know football pretty well geared as well. Rockin' Overlord. Going to throw Torment over to Rocket. And getting loaded to the wall. Red block is gone. Red block is gone. Torment hits. Football's Boss just took damage. Red Benny. Taking him down to 89. All right, let's go to Rocket. Rocket, you're up. You're obviously tormented, so you can't peel it. You're right. Actually, yeah. I forgot you went first. Craven's Boss did cap in round 6 as well. I wasn't going to give it to you until 7. Flags are even. It's pretty cool. They had back-to-back caps because Will got it in 5 and then Craven had played that legendary. Rocket cannot S6 because she's tormented. You can play Rod. You can seal. And Nebula loaded to the wall. Craven Light. Hits. Nebula loaded with no juice. Third highest grenade in the game. 80% blue. You got 20% of that blue wall remaining. Strongest wall we've seen today. All right, let's go over to the animal. Joe, you're up. Or should I call you Jerry Jones? Got Animal, Cat, Dimes, Ron, Crimson, Football, and Will. You're going to send Red Curtis over to Football's boss. Seal and Thrill and an M7 standard ammo. Ron says wait. Ron? Had a few minutes to make a choice on that. Come on, guys. We got to speed this up. If you got a wait planned, you obviously got a move. So let's get the moves in. All right, Rocket using prevention on the M7 standard ammo. Red Curtis only going to hit for a little bit. Going to take Red Curtis going to take Football from 89 down to 82. Rocket using prevention, stopping the shot. All right, let's go over to Cat. Animal able to draw out that prevention. Cat, Dimes, Ron, Crimson, Football, and Will. All right, we're going to start giving players 10-second timers. Any move not typed in the first 10 seconds, we're going to start putting nerfs on your moves. Give Cat about 5 more seconds to get her move in. After Cat, we got dimes. All right, she's going to go Rod. Torment to Will, M7 getting loaded to the wall. Crimson says wait, or Craven says wait on the M7 Geddon. Animal's going to use medic page 3. Bring half that damage over to him. It's going to be the equivalent of a E3 getting loaded to the wall. 20% blue left. %, goes quickly. The next blue goes quickly. 50 blue left. Good getting shot. Good medic page. Take some of it down. All right, after Cat, that was Cat with a Rod, Torment, and M7. Let's go over to Dimes. Dimes, start of your turn. You steal that red block. That was a big, big steal. Leaving you 1 block remaining. Your move, Dimes. We got Dimes, Ron, Crimson, Football, and Will. Crimson's got a boat out. That boat should be on the other side of town, actually. Over here by now. Give Dimes about 5 more seconds. Dimes going to go Gold Poe to Football's boss. Going to seal. And Enrage getting loaded to the wall. Ron says it hits. All right, the Gold Poe to Football's boss. And take it from 82 down to 70%. Hits, and then it's out of play. Enrage getting loaded to the wall. It takes down that final red block. Let's rebuild it. All right, a little bit stronger wall coming up for Team SLY. Everybody's on the same wall at this point. 2 blocks to 2 blocks. All right, Ron, you're up. Ron going to summon links to Football's Boss with Mend. Little Heal and Seal. Trixie to Nolan and Benny. Ouch. That's a pretty good move there, Ron. Now, see, that's Defender of the Year material. All right. Animal going to play red-blue. Final red-blue. Ron going to get the Heal and Seal. So he's going to take damage, but he's going to get it right back. The links with the Mend is nice, though. That's going to give you 13% back. Football's Boss is back up to 83%. Timely Mend. So links, then the Mend, Heal and Seal. Trixie is going to take down the Benny. Craven, that's your Benny. Craven would get a heal from it, but he's at full health. All right, so Benny is dead. Will's Nolan still alive. Football Master's Boss gets a little bit of a heal. Nice move, Ron. All right, let's go over to Crimson. Crimson, your boat rebuilds that 50% blue that Cat left there. So that is now a full blue block. That boat is out of play. So there's one boat remaining still alive. We got Crimson, Football, and Will. Football Master, his boss would cap at the end of the game. Crimson's going to send Red Poe over there. Blue Spark, Arc Smoke, S6 Standard Ammo to Football's Boss. Ron says, let it all hit. All right, Red Poe. Going to take him down to 75. Blue Spark, Arc Smoke, S6 Standard Ammo. Going to hit him a little harder. Taking him down to 52%. It's 23% shot from Crimson Tide. Football's Boss, 52, a little bit over half. Can they get it down? Who knows? Will they give up on it? Who knows? We'll find out. Football, you're up. Your final move of the night. You guys know how these games work. Comes down to, did you make the right play on the right target at the right time? That's the name of the game. We're going to find out in the next few turns who is able to capitalize, who's able to turn it into points. Football finally dropping the unholy smoke we've been waiting on for so long. Going to send Tang over to his boss. He's feeling pretty good about it capping. Tang would be 25 points. VOX has already gained 43, 35, and 28. SLY's only gained 49. And that would be on the Tangs. M7 Freedom loaded to the wall. Craven says it hits. They just built back that blue wall, and it was just in time. Blue goes down. Football, 75% red still remaining. If you don't think that boat was important, now you know that boat was important. All right, Will, your final move of the night. You and Nolan hanging out in the DZ. Will is tormented. He can't enrage, which means Nolan would not get the effect of an enrage. Will's like, I don't need no oh, look at Will moving in range. Going double Magic Mike shot. I like it. I like it. If you can't enrage, throw two different Magic Mikes. Ron ain't having it. You know when you come into VOX, you are in for a fight. Nobody wants to play at VOX. All right, is this going to be the one prevention, Ron? We interrupt this program to let you know that Deadly Dimes has just taken any electronic devices away from Football Master and has not allowed him to type his move. Dimes is fearing that VOX has taken over control of the game and therefore grounded him and not given him any access to electric devices. All right, they're going to prevent one of them. The other one is going through. So Will is rebuilding the one red block. It is now 100% red block. Nolan is prevented or Will is prevented. One or the other is going to be prevented. All right, the DZ is even at 25. We're going to get the starters right back in. And that means, look, SLY had Temple on lockdown yet again. They've had it on lockdown all night. Animal, great job to you. Way to represent. We got Bomber Bones coming back in her starter position. Craven Light will stay in the Temple. Dimes will rotate up into the Temple. Father Ron stays where he is. I want to check something out. Yep. Rocket had played Rod, which means she loses Rod because she was not a starter. Sorry, Rod. You were wasted. J-Law coming back in. And football heading out. All right, so we got Crimson in. We've got Dimes in. We got Amy. We got Craven. All of our starters are in. We got one blue remaining for Team VOX. So if you guys have a cooldown, no legendaries can be played. So if you have a cooldown or you want to use that final blue, Ron, let me know. This is what it's all about. Both teams have a chance to win this thing. The order is going to be Trigger, Craven, J-Law, Bones, Cat, Dimes, Ron, and Crimson will finish it out. Let's go, guys. Trigger at the start of your turn. Will rebuilt it, but you did have Rod out. That is nice. You are going to take that first red block out of play. And you got 10 seconds to get your move in. All right, she's going to send Ringo over to Bones. Team SLY, let it hit or stop it, and an M7 getting loaded. Both Ringo and grenades can be mitigated. Obviously, Ringo has a die roll that if he gets through, then the die roll is going to happen. But it is 20% chance. All right, Amy is going to prevent the grenade, and let's get a Ringo roll. I need a mod to do me a favor. We need to pause the game. I think on Cat's roll, I rolled a 6-sided die to give her a 20% chance. And I need to confirm that because I just had a 6-sided die up. If so, we're going to have to re-roll that ring, unfortunately, because that means that Cat would have actually had a 33% chance instead of a 20% chance. But I'm pretty sure that was a 6-sided die roll. Yep. All right. Cat, we're going to re-roll your roll, and we're also going to re-roll Trigger's roll to make it fair. All right, so Cat, give me two numbers. They can be any two numbers. We have Cat's two numbers. All right, she's going to go 8 and 9. All right, 8 and 9. If she gets them, we stay the same. If not, that ring goes back over to SLY. It is a 3. So we will adjust that ring. Trigger, you pick two numbers. And if you get one of the two numbers, then you'll keep the ring that Cat inadvertently got earlier. If not, that goes back over to SLY. Trigger picking 2 and 5. And it is a 1. That's the way the odds are probably supposed to be working out. All right. SLY is getting that blessing back. Both Cat and Trigger failed on their Ringo chances. All right, and the grenade is stopped. Craven Light, you're up. All right, Craven Light's going to go Red Bane to their wall. Both teams getting in defensive mode now. Red Bane going to rebuild that red block. They're fighting. And S6 getting to the wall. Blue from Cat. It's also going to break Craven Light's seal, but they're shutting it down. One rebuilds it. One just shut it down. All right, we got a few more moves to go. J-Law the wall, you're up. All right, J-Law going to go seal. Blue Spark S6 Nebula. It hits. It's a tough wall, but it ain't tough enough to stop J-Law the wall. Red block And J-Law, 33% of the next one. You got 2/3 of a red block remaining. All right, Bomber Bones, you're up. Nobody has any blues left. You know what you've used. You know what you have left. Bones sending Bane back over. All right, that was 67%. So Bane just rebuilds it. It's now a full red block. They are fighting. Both teams are fighting. Blue Spark, M7, Geddon, Father Ron. Ron says, wait, he doesn't like the sound of that M7. J-Law, Tank Page 1. VOX has been crafty. They were saving up for you, Amy. All right, we got Cat, Dimes, Ron, and Crimson. We're down for an epic finish here. Anybody's game. They were saving cooldowns. They knew the big hitters were going to hit. Cat, at the start of Cat's turn, she takes down that red block. Sneaky play with Rod. This is going to be an epic finish. I mean, this is going to be good. You guys can see how close it is. So you know it's going down to the wire. Silver Spark, Gold Curtis to the wall, Arc Smoke, S6 Geddon to the wall. Craven, you got anything left? It hits. Yes, it does. Silver Spark, Gold Curtis hitting that first one. And the S6 Geddon with the Arc Smoke is taken down 1 3/4 to finish off both of the red blocks. It's a 2-block shot on a strong wall. Second strongest combo in the game, VOX getting their 3rd complete wall out of the way. Dimes, it's your turn. They are going wall for wall. Who is going to walk away? Sneaky. Oh, look at that, Ron. She's put a little pirate in your boat. Clever. Clever. She's going to send Torment over to Ron, too. Here you go, Ron. Peel that off. M7 getting loaded to the wall. Ron, does it hit? It hits. All right, we know it's a strong wall. We know that VOX is ahead by a wall. But Dimes just went M7 Geddon. You better believe she's still doing some work on it. Black, green, green. Blue Spark gets you 25%, Dimes. 75% blue remaining. All right, Father Ron, you ain't releasing no boat, so it's your turn. We got an epic finish. We got 2 priests left to go. Oh, hell. Ron's like, I ain't worried about no damn boat. Look at Ron. Ron storms out of the DZ like a priest on a mission. Rips off the Torment. Plays Red Bane. And throws an S8 Nebula with Ignite. Put that green block back with the Red Bane. And I think Ron's shot's going to hit, right? All right, S8 Nebula with Ignite. Fourth wall of the night. Let's see what you got, Ron. Black, green, green, blue for Father Ron. S8 Nebula. Man, if that would have been a Geddon Ron, oh, baby. All right, Crimson. You're in the DZ. Bring us home. Final move of the night, everybody. It's going to come down to some blessings. Going to come down to capping this final wall. Football Master getting the cap on Ron's turn. They also got another 25-point tang. So we know that VOX is going to end up with 4 flags. VOX with 4 flags. We got Mind, Body, and Soul with SLY. Walls are so close. Down to 1 final move, and Crimson going to send Red Bane over. All right, we saw it build one block on one side. Stronger walls. So remember, Red Bane does scale with the walls. Blue block and a green block. Crimson's Red Bane hit a weaker wall. It built more. Built one additional block. She's going to go Thrill Smoke. She's moving out of the DZ as well. M7 getting loaded with Ignite. Green block, blue block, blue block. That's all. That is where we leave it. One final blessing for Team SLY. Good game to both teams. We have no idea how this game is going to pan out. I just know that both played an incredible game. No rings for Team VOX, so that is exactly where they leave it. They have 3 full walls, and then they're down into the green on the other wall. Let's do 7 blessings. Before I get to the point total, wish each other a good game. It was a very well played game. Let's count down 7. We got 5 up on the board. Wow. This is crazy, isn't it? Look at this. We've got 5 up on the board, so that means we're going to take down these 5. I don't even know how this happens. And then we're going to rebuild it. And then we're going to take down 2. Does that mean the walls are exactly the same? You guys certainly play to your competition. All right, good one. Very good one. No points in the DZ on the final round. So I'll be back. Both teams hold tight, and we'll see who pulled away the victory. Give me a second. All right, everybody, we are back. It was a great game. And, as we said, both teams had a chance. SLY trying to make history and get to 9 wins. VOX trying to hold on and claw and get into second place and prove that they're not a joke. They're geared, they have cooldowns, they got all those things. So start out with the flags. Flags, you can see, it was a battle. SLY managed to flip Main Street. But even though they flipped Main Street, VOX was able to creep over and get a couple of the flags on the other side. I mean, we had 3 flags cap over on the other side. So ultimately, they got 4 flags. So it's 4 flags to 3. SLY staying within striking distance. They got 600 points on their flags. VOX, remember, this is important with flags. They start out and they're like, 150, 200, and then 250. So once you get that 3rd, 4th, and 5th flag, makes a big difference. So VOX able to gain 250 points in flags, 850 to 600. The walls, VOX got off to a big wall start, but man, oh man, look at those rings. Rings were important because the rings brought it back, and the walls ended up at 915 to 915. So we're tied with the walls. SLY able to get Mind, Body, and Soul, which flipped 200 points. So that cut the gap. And then you go to the DZ, and SLY gained 75 points on the DZ. So they were down 250. They made up 200, which only put them down 50. And then they took the DZ, which put them up 25. SLY was up 25 points. But VOX played the Stangs, and SLY got 49. VOX got 131 off their Stang play. VOX, 1,946. SLY, 1,889. VOX getting the W with the Stang play, pulling it out by capping 4 of the Stangs. Do not count out those little guys, man. They give you points. Good match to both teams. Very good match. That's one of the better games we've had. VOX still has a shot at second. SLY has VOX at home next week with a chance to still get 9 wins and tie the record that Mir set. But certainly both teams played a hell of a game. And if VOX manages to get home field advantage, wow. So, great job by both groups, though. Love that firepower, though. You guys saw tonight. First thing I want to say is VOX is one of the best geared teams in the league. So, VOX 1,946, SLY 1,889, Ron. About 60-point win. Yeah, I think we're going to do some some really, really cool stuff with the Bay. So I'm going to be working with Busy over the next few weeks as we start to bring the Cove has been amazing. I want to add a very unique home field advantage look. So each home bay would look a little bit different. So more to come on that. It's going to give you a little bit more of that, hey, this is our home. We're going to protect it. The color is going to be a little bit different. So when you guys play on the map, strategies will be similar, but the look is going to be a little bit different. So it's just going to give you a little bit more of that, hey, this is what Mir feels like. This is what Arc feels like. Everything, this is SLY. It's not all the same map that we're fighting for. This is a portion of the bay that is our portion of the bay. This is a portion that's your portion. So stay tuned. We got more to come on that. We've got 3 more games, and then after those 3 games, we've got Max Awards, and then after the Max Awards, we got the tournament. And I think you guys know at this point, every team can beat every team. It all comes down to the details. Case in point, there were a couple things that SLY did that certainly turned the course of battle tonight. There are a few things they could have done differently. Obviously, not having Ray, one of their big cooldown players, not having those legendaries, it always makes a difference. You lose a veteran player, it changes your sub cycle, but also some of the targeting. There were things on both sides that could have went a little bit differently, but it was a well-played game in my mind. There weren't a whole lot of mistakes, but there was some opportunity. But that's why we play them. We don't play a perfect game. Absolutely. So yeah, good comments. Well, you know what? I'm going to let you guys roll out. I love hanging out. If we finish a little bit early, we'll certainly kind of talk shop about how it goes. But I got to ask you guys, if you loved tonight's game, if you thought it was one of the better games we had, if from a player or from a spectator, give me a 999. I want to see how much excitement there was in this game tonight, because it had a little bit of everything. New moves, different strategies, great gameplay, good use of legendaries. Not a whole lot of questions or controversy. Obviously, I want to get the Ringo right. So, sometimes it takes a little bit longer, but we got to get it right. So, all right. You know what? If you guys like this one, I heard, I got a feeling B-Dub's going to be back on Wednesday night. I heard Arc needs to win to keep pace with VOX. Mir wants to win to get that rhythm going into the playoffs. The last play was great, Ron, but I don't think we're ever going to get the boss heel smoke out of our mind. I mean, I think that you could probably win 50 games in a row, and we're never going to forget that move. All right, I really enjoyed it. So you guys get some rest. Enjoy your night. We're off tomorrow. and we'll be back here Wednesday night. Come here, watch the game, support. Every game from here on out is a big game because it is going to affect the standings. So you guys have a good one. I will talk to you all on Wednesday night. If you have any questions, you can message me anytime tomorrow. Gear upgrades, get them in because we'll be working on inventory this weekend. So, yep, get all your stuff turned in and enjoy the evening. Talk to you guys later. Peace.